What's up, everybody? Today I just want to do a video, a really quick video. I don't know how quick it's gonna be, but I'm gonna try to make it fast. So I just wanted to talk about my everyday carry for college. Just started back, and I'm gonna start with the basics. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a really simple concept, but I don't know. I've been watching those videos on like YouTube recently, and I really thought they're interesting, so I was just gonna make my own. And you'll probably see some obvious influences as like, you know, what I purchased. We're gonna start with like what's it called? The basic stuff, you know, like the stuff that are pretty obvious. So Hydroflask, I always need that here, especially because it you know, it gets up to like 110 here in Arizona, so it's pretty bad. I forgot to put this, but like the boring stuff like the binder, the folders or whatever, and some composition notebooks. That's kind of whatever. And then the other things that I always carry with me, like this is typically my pockets, obviously. I have a wallet from Bellroy, I think that's how you say it. It's really good. It's way better than the old one that I used to have, and I'll put a picture of that because it was pretty awful, to be honest. And then another thing that I have is my keys, obviously, and with my keys, a little AirTag, and I also customized it on the back, R.MTZ, which I really like. That was a gift actually from my girlfriend, so I'm very grateful for that, to be honest. It looks really nice. I don't know, something about it. Very clean. And two, like, it's very useful. I do not have to worry about like looking for my keys, you know what I mean? And that's really important for me, to be honest, just because what's it called? I live with traffic about an hour away from campus, so if I can't find my keys, it's a big problem, you know, like I don't have time to spare, kind of thing. But yeah, with this, very functional, obviously. And another thing that I carry with me, at least on my there's my satchel, by the way. I don't know, it's nothing crazy. I don't know where it's from, to be honest. I got it as a gift, but I mean, it works really nice. It has a good smell to it too. I don't know if everybody likes the smell, but I like the smell. I also carry this. I don't know, it seems kind of goofy, but I like it. So I just carry like a few things in here. I have like a chapstick, right? Like the classic one. I feel like that's, I don't know, it works well. I don't know. Eraser, just in case to erase stuff, obviously. And then some ink refills. This is the G2 ink refill. That's pretty popular for a lot of reasons. It's honestly a good refill and lasts pretty long. And the other one that I use is Pilot Frixion. I don't know how to say it, but I use that one. And the whole reason I have those refills, and this is the part that I actually care about discussing, because, you know, kind of a flex, like, I'm not gonna lie, is I have these pens. So as you can see, I have this red one right here. This is from Everyman. I think it's like a special edition, but it's been, you know, available for a while, so it doesn't really feel that special yet. But either way, I have that one, and this is the one I have like the Frixion, kind of like the Pilot one or whatever, as a refill. And like, so it's kind of very easy to distinguish between the two. Like, this one's for my other notebook that I have over here. Yeah, it's for this one right here. I use like the Rocket books or whatever, so I need that ink kind of thing. But look at my stickers. Do you guys? Yeah, it's good for a lot of reasons. Like, just the fact, like, I don't know. Like, they used to be popular when they first came out, but I feel like they're not as much anymore. But the concept is still really good. It's just a notebook that you could erase or whatever. And honestly, I've tried what other people tell me, where they say like, oh, well, why do you do that? Just take a picture, like scan the document or like scan the page or whatever, and it just doesn't come out the same. Like, there's definitely a, what's it called, a difference in quality, like almost immediately. So still, to me, way worth it. And one thing, I've been using paper again, and it's very obvious, the main thing why I don't like doing that much is it creates a mess. Like, I don't have that many papers on my desk right now, but that's only because I don't have many things to do yet. And so I'm probably going to rely on this one a little bit more. Like, the Rocketbook is kind of essential, not just to like, you know, you could obviously write on anything, but I think it's really, really good at just making sure you keep everything neat. So yeah, I'm probably gonna utilize this. So far I have it, but because I just wanted to switch to like paper, like see if I, you know, just change it up a little bit. But this, it's way better, to be honest. And then the other one over here is, what does it have? I think, oh yeah, it's the Schmidt fine liner, which is really nice. I only don't carry that one to me at school just because, I don't know, those aren't cheap or whatever, right? Like I don't carry any refills because of that. Like I think they're like, what are they? Like maybe $3 per refill, and that's too much for, like, imagine losing that. I don't know why that would upset me. I mean, these are pretty expensive too, but I feel like I wouldn't lose the pen. I don't know. I keep them inside like this. There has like, you can't see it from this angle, but I have like a little like holder for them kind of inside the satchel itself, which is really nice. Oh, and one thing I forget about this pen is a lot of people act like it's not a big deal, but it really is. Like, I have to write a lot, you know, that's kind of like the thing that I do. And yeah, like, yeah, I kind of lucky this class just because, what's it called? She wants us to write notes, like we can't use any technology kind of thing. Like she wants us to be present, and that means putting away everything except like pen and paper. And this is honestly like the right ink and pen that I want for this. Like this ink is always like, out of all the inks I show people, this one's always like the one that's the most impressive to them, and it's for a reason. It's really satisfying to write with. There's like a little pressure to it when you write. It's really isn't interesting. It's definitely worth having. And then this pen too, like this one's from Machine Era. It's stainless steel, I think, and a DLC. Is that what it's called? No. DLC coating, and it just, oh, looks really cool. I really like that. And then the other one, I got it just because I like the color red, and I mean, that's pretty much it. It's not, the other one's not that great of a pen, to be honest. It's just aluminum body. It's nothing like insane or whatever. But yeah, and then the other thing I always have to carry with me is obviously my MacBook. I honestly, I love this MacBook. You know what I mean? Like, it just does everything I need it to do, you know? Like a big thing, if I'm just thinking of how like important it is for like school or whatever, or there's two things. It's the fact that I also have the iPhone and I get to use this MacBook, and like how the calendar and reminder system works really well. Like how it, like the whole, like if I put it on the MacBook, it's gonna show on my phone. That's perfect. Like usually what happens in my situation is I'm in class and I, you know, they bring up some work that we need to do, and so I just type it on the calendar or wherever, or one of my reminders list, and then later on, even if I don't have my MacBook on me, obviously, it'll still show up on my phone. And that's really good. It keeps me like organized and keeps me, what's it called? Keeps me productive. Like it's not like I can't forget the work if I immediately write it down and always have a place to access like what I'm supposed to do, or like it reminds me, it gives me a notification. Really good. And really, it's a, for me, to be honest, it's a really strong, it's a really strong laptop for like no reason. Like I'm not doing anything crazy, but the battery life does mean a lot to me. Like I think the last time I went, I used a good amount. You know, I used it in every class a little bit, and I think it went down 5%. So like it was kind of crazy. The battery is kind of amazing. Like I never have to worry about that, like ever. And then for the MacBook, by the way, I also have like this leather sleeve kind of thing. Got it from Apple, and it feels amazing. Like I love it. It's, I don't know, I'm not gonna lie, like this sleeve and then the skin that I have it is just like a flex or whatever. I'm not gonna but it's really nice, you know, definitely worth having. Like I do a lot of work on it, so yeah, it's worth it for me. And then there's two other things that aren't like everyday carry, but only sometimes. I also have the Kindle and the headphones I have. So the only reason they're not every day is because I just don't see them as like essentials. But I could see why it's useful for me sometimes. Like the headphones, like what if let's say, because like when I drive home, there's like a lot of traffic. Let's say, okay, instead of dealing with traffic, I would rather just, work on something. And the headphones are really helpful because people, even in the library, wherever you're at, they talk a lot, right? And that obviously has like one of the best noise canceling out there. And yeah, like that might work here and there. And then the Kindle, just to have like an extra thing to like read on or whatever if I don't want to waste the battery of my phone or my MacBook, which my MacBook is never honestly a problem, but still nice to have. And especially since it's all focused, like you can't do anything else on it like on the Kindle really. So no, I guess it's just convenient in that instance. But yeah, no, that's pretty much it. That's my EDC. Hope you enjoyed. I hope there was like something that you saw where like, oh, that's pretty nice, right? Have a good one.